Why did you decide to cut your parents out of your life? When I was 12, my dad sat me down and promised me something that would change my whole life. Don't worry about college money, he said, tapping his fingers on our kitchen table like he always did when he was being serious. We've been saving since you were born. You just focus on getting good grades. That promise became my North Star. Every time kids at school talked about scholarships or student jobs, I'd brush it off. My parents already have it covered, I'd say proudly. When guidance counselors mentioned financial aid applications, I'd tell them thanks, but no thanks. My college fund was waiting, so I worked my butt off. While other kids were hanging out at the mall or playing video games, I was hunched over textbooks. I gave up basketball even though I loved it because practice interfered with study time. My weekends were spent at the library instead of movies with friends. I graduated valedictorian, scored in the top 5% on my SATs, and got into State University's engineering program. The acceptance letter came in March. I was so excited I could barely breathe. All those years of sacrifice were finally paying off. I rushed home to show my parents, and we celebrated with takeout pizza and my dad's terrible jokes about me becoming a rocket scientist. But when enrollment opened in June, something weird happened. I logged into the student portal to check my account, expecting to see a big fat payment from my parents. Instead, there was just a bright red number showing my full tuition balance. Confused, I refreshed the page 3 times. Maybe the system was glitching. I found my mom in the garden watering her tomatoes. "Hey, when are you guys sending my tuition payment?" The portal still shows I owe everything. She didn't look up from her plants. "Oh, that's because we haven't sent anything yet," I laughed, thinking she was messing with me. "Very funny, but seriously, when's it getting paid?" That's when she finally turned around. Her face wasn't joking anymore. "Well, honey, there isn't exactly a college fund." The garden hose kept running, but I couldn't hear anything except my own heartbeat. "What do you mean there isn't a college fund?" Dad appeared from the garage, wiping grease off his hands with an old rag. "We needed the boat," he said like he was explaining why we ran out of milk. "And the kitchen renovation wasn't cheap. Plus, your sister Ashley needed help with her wedding last year, so we figured you'd just get loans like everyone else." I stared at them both, waiting for the punchline. They'd bought a 20-foot fishing boat 2 summers ago. They'd redone our kitchen twice in 4 years because Mom changed her mind about cabinet colors. They'd paid for Ashley's entire wedding, including her honeymoon to Hawaii. "But you promised," I said quietly. "You've been telling me for 6 years that college was handled." Mom shrugged and went back to watering. "Things change. You're smart enough to figure it out." That night I called the financial aid office. It was too late for most scholarships. Too late for work-study programs. Too late for everything except private loans with interest rates that would follow me until I was 40. I had to defer admission for a whole year. While my classmates headed off to college that fall, I took 2 jobs. Mornings at the grocery store stocking shelves, nights at a warehouse loading trucks. 12-hour days, 7 days a week, just to save enough for 1 semester. The whole time, my parents kept living like nothing happened. Dad posted Facebook photos of him fishing on his boat. Mom shared pictures of their weekend trips to wine country. They bought new furniture for the living room and a hot tub for the backyard. Meanwhile, I was eating ramen noodles for dinner and sleeping on a mattress on the floor of my cousin's basement.